Good afternoon there, guys. Welcome to our first live training in the Inner Sanctum, guys. Really excited to be bringing this to you. Of course, one of the things that I wanted to do, I hope someone picks up my coffee cup. I've just noticed I've left that there, but anyway. Going to let the audience build for a moment. One of the things that I wanted to do, of course, as we develop our program, as we developed our FitBiz Success program now that the naming and the branding has changed, is, of course, to deliver more value for you guys and your memberships. So what we're going to be doing each week is just covering off on a simple topic. This is additional to those of you that are in the Success program at the moment, of course. And guys, like I say, there'll be topics that will be refreshing. There'll be topics that will be brand new. But all in all, this is an extra educational tool for you. And look, for some of you, there'll be weeks where this will be a refresher. There'll be other weeks where there'll be some brand new content released to you. So really excited to bring this to you today. I can't leave that there, clearly. Hope someone's picked that up in the live cross. But anyway, just going to let the audience build for a little bit longer, guys. As always, hope you've had a fantastic week, but hope you had a wonderful Easter. Everyone that I've talked to so far this week, and that has been a lot of you, given that sort of crammed a couple of days into a couple less days, given the short weeks. Wonderful to hear that so many of you had a great Easter, but look, more importantly, guys, the one thing that's really come to mind and that we've really shed some light on over the last little while now in terms of days and post-Easter has been the ability to rebuild that momentum, and it's something that we're really focusing on in our sessions this week, as you'll well know. So what I wanted to look at today, as I mentioned earlier in the week, was our jab, 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 hook content marketing sequence. Now, I've just done a video on the Bozorko consulting page about how to build momentum in terms of 3 really simple basics that we can use to build that momentum. So one was to have an event planned or have something planned for you and your members, and then obviously their friends to look forward to. Number 2 was to show that what you do works. I'm going to go into that in more depth. In fact, 2 and 3 were to show that what you do works, and 3 was to share your message or have your message shared by more people. Now, of course, that comes from your members, clients, etc. I want to go into steps 2 and 3 in more detail with you. Now, some of you have been through this, not all of you have been through this, but I, again, wanted to take the opportunity to, again, guys, you guys, I wouldn't be here without you, so here's an opportunity to tune in, enjoy the training, and, of course, once it's finished, implement something new or just, like I say, refresh what it is that we may have already been through that you've forgotten in terms of your sequencing and your processing. So, jab, 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 hook. Some of you will know the great man Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. He's got the Daily V. He's a wonderfully motivating man. And he talks much about adding value. Gary doesn't do a lot of selling, but he talks much about adding value with content marketing. Okay, now what I've taken, he has a book that's called Jab, 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 Hook. And what we've taken from the book, what I've developed from the book, is a really cool sequence that you can use to help share your message in a way where we cover all of the bases, where we cover all of the pieces of the puzzle in terms of what it is that our audience will want to see. Okay, so this is done over 4 posts. Now, for some of you, you're posting every day. Some of you are posting twice a day. Guys, really don't recommend for you to post any more than twice a day. I think is ample. You want people to absorb the information. You want that information to sink in, but you also want to give some of that information time for people to digest and to sit there and leave people to think about, particularly when we look at our first jab. So up on the board there, first jab is to solve a problem. Okay, so problem and solution, solve a problem. Now, guys, wonderful week this week in terms of building momentum with regards to covering off the post-Easter blues. Okay, I just mentioned it in my previous video on the page about the fact that people have come back after 4 days, they've overindulged, they ate too much, they drank too much. I was one of them. That's okay. We're back on track now. And they're really looking for something to do. They're looking for a fix to their problem. They're looking for a fix to that lethargy. They're looking for a fix to that fatigue, that flatness. You have that solution. That solution is to come in and be a member of your business and be part of your fitness community. Okay, and to do some training and to, get back into good habits with what they're doing at home, nutritionally, mindset-wise, habit-wise, etc. Okay, so jab number 1 is to solve a problem. Okay, now, before I go any further, why are we calling them jabs and hooks? Well, guys, think of a boxing bout. Think of a boxing fight, a boxing match. When the boxers enter the room, enter the ring, do they tap gloves and then start throwing air swings? No, they don't. They jab. They set each other up. And this is what we want to do with our audience. This is what we want to do. This is why it's so relatable to what we do on Facebook. Okay? So, Jab, 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 hook. So set them up, set them up, set them up. So add value, add value, add value, and then give them the offer. Okay, and like I say, you'll notice Gary Vee does very little selling in what he does. Okay, so again, bit of a sequence that I put together in relation to how we can implement this as fitness business owners and PTs. Okay, so jab number one, solve a problem. Jab number two, show what you do. Show people what you do. If I looked on your fitness business page right now, would I see some of the sessions you run? Would I see some of the faces in your business? Would I see some of the voices? Would I hear some of the voices? Would I see would I see your raving fans? Would I see what goes on in your business? Would I get a true reflection of what goes on in your business? If that's a no, here's something to really work on. It's one of the points in building momentum, guys. Show people your solution. So it's one thing to talk about it and do it via video. It's another thing to show them with social proof. Okay? So jab number two, show what you do. Take your videos, take your photos, and use your tags. Use your tags. Tag people in those photos and really exhaust that network. Okay? You tag 10 people in that photo and they've each got 1,000 friends. You do the maths as to the potential audience that photo could reach. For those of you that are good at maths, you already got it. For those of you that haven't, you're still working on it. That's okay. Jab number three, show that what you do works. Really important to show that what you do works, because it's one thing that, and particularly in an industry that is based on results, why do people come to us? They come to us because they want results. So if you can't show that your way works, then why are people going to join with you? Why are people going to join your business? Sometimes your point of difference can be the fact that what you do works. Sometimes your point of difference can be the fact that we do it better because we get better results. And that's fantastic. So show that what you do works. Use your before and afters. Use your success stories. Use your testimonials. Use your client interviews. Take people on a journey. And guys, this is one thing I'll say about the way that content can be developed now. People love stories. It's in two parts, actually. One, people love stories. Two, the way that we use video now can be via a documentation style as opposed to telling a fairy tale. As opposed to it having to be education all the time. So for example, for those of you running group sessions tonight, there is nothing stopping you this evening from jumping on live as we are right now, jumping on live and doing a little cross. Hey guys, we're here tonight at Interlife. Hey guys, Carolyn here. Hey guys, Carolyn here from Interlife Fitness. Wonderful to see so many of our crew down here tonight shaking off those post-Easter blues at our MetaFit session. Cross, pan, see the faces, see them working out, see what they're doing, capture the sweat, capture the red faces, capture the heavy breathing. For those of you that know MetaFit, or it does, irrelevant what the session is. But then finish off with, for those of you that are looking to join us, we have an open week, we have a challenge, we have an open day, we have something coming up. Okay, so guys, feel free to go back and check out the video on the page and use that to your advantage too. So use that video to document what's going on in the business right now, but also to open an opportunity for people that are looking at what's going on in that video right now going, I want to be part of this. The high fives, the butt taps, the pats on the back, etc. Okay? Show that what you do works. Okay? And the hook is your offer. Now, as I've alluded to and as I've sort of brought together in my little post there for Carolyn, I know she's going to take that and run with it tonight because we've already talked about it today. But in terms of our offer, guys, your offer can be so many different things. Your offer can be an opportunity to join your next challenge. It can be an opportunity for an upcoming workshop. It can be a seminar. It can be a 7-day trial pass to a new service that you're launching. So Henry, I know you're launching semi-private PT in your little studio in Brisbane there. Great little studio, by the way. Henry's launching semi-private PT. So what's his offer going to be? So Henry's week this week is all about, and Henry, I'm going to use this example here. Henry's week is all about beating those post-Easter blues with semi-private training, which is a new service that we're launching. Here's what it looks like. Here's how it works, because here's some people that have been doing it for a little while now. We've done a soft launch, and here's some clients that are getting better results than ever before because they've got more people keeping them accountable. And here's my offer to you. Come down, be a part of it, and get your first week free. Simple and genuine. Simple is sophisticated, guys. So, well, the one thing that jab, 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 hook allows you to do is it allows you to have a theme and actually have a purpose to every piece of content that you pop on your page. Every piece of content that you post on your page is directed to that that target client, those members of your audience that are your target clients. It keeps what you're doing on social media specific and purposeful, which more often than not, and I know, hey, we're all guilty of it, you sit there and scratch your head some days, what am I going to post? Here's a great sequence that you can use. Take it and run with it, guys, and ensure that over the next couple of weeks, and I get that we have a couple of short weeks coming up, but stay consistent. Those of you that have, through that Easter period now, are seeing inquiries come through and going, where did all these come from? Guys, you know where they came from. They came from your consistency. Here's a great sequence and a great method to follow to keep that consistency up. Guys, take it, run with it. Hope you've enjoyed our first little live training through the Inner Sanctum. These are going to be coming every week, guys, whether it's a Monday to Friday, not sure. Of course, they're going to be there for you, and being live and obviously being saved in the group, access them at any time that you wish. Guys, have a fantastic rest of the week. Love your work as always, and I'll chat to you all soon.